Antarctica, a frozen, silent world, holding secrets that will change everything you think you know about our planet. Welcome back to Silent Guide. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 Antarctica facts that no one knows. And trust me, number 1 is going to absolutely blow your mind. Let's get started. At number 10, Antarctica was once a tropical paradise. I know it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, the coldest place on Earth used to be warm. And I don't just mean a little bit warmer. I mean a full-blown tropical paradise. Scientists drilling deep into the ice have found incredible evidence of a completely different past. They've unearthed fossils of palm trees, pollen from warm weather plants, and even the remains of giant insects. Imagine that. The very ground now buried under miles of ice was once a lush, thriving rainforest. It's a mind-bending thought that this frozen continent was once teeming with life you'd expect to find in the Amazon. This just shows how dramatically our planet can change over time. Coming in at number 9, there's a hidden world under the ice. We often think of Antarctica as a solid block of ice, but that's not the whole story. Beneath all that ice lies a massive, hidden network of more than 400 underground lakes and rivers, all interconnected. The most famous of these is Lake Vostok. This subglacial lake is absolutely enormous, roughly the size of Lake Ontario in North America. What makes it so fascinating is that it's been sealed off from the outside world, buried under nearly 4 kilometers of solid ice for millions of years. It's a pristine, untouched environment, a time capsule from a distant past. Scientists are incredibly excited about what they might find down there. Could there be unique life forms that have evolved in complete isolation, in total darkness, and under immense pressure? It's a whole new world waiting to be explored right here on Earth. At number 8, we have the mysterious Blood Falls. This is one of the most surreal and visually striking phenomena on the entire continent. Imagine a glacier, pristine and white, with a 5-story tall waterfall pouring out of it that looks exactly like flowing blood. It's a truly bizarre sight. For years, no one could figure out what caused it, but scientists now know the secret. The blood is actually iron-rich, extremely salty water that has been trapped beneath the glacier for millions of years. When this ancient water finally seeps out and hits the oxygen in the air, the iron rusts, creating that deep blood-red color. But here's the most incredible part. Researchers discovered that this oxygen-free, super salty water is home to a community of tiny microorganisms. These life forms have survived for eons with zero sunlight and no contact with the outside world, showing just how resilient life can be. Now for number 7. Secret military bases may exist there. This one ventures into the realm of conspiracy, but it's rooted in historical fact. The Antarctic Treaty, which designates the continent for peaceful scientific research, wasn't signed until 1959. Before that, during the chaotic years of World War II, several nations were secretly exploring Antarctica. Rumors have long circulated that some of these expeditions weren't just for science. It's believed they were scouting locations to build hidden, strategic bases far from the prying eyes of their enemies. Some researchers and conspiracy theorists believe that abandoned tunnels and even entire hidden facilities might still exist today, buried and forgotten beneath the ice. While there's no concrete proof, the continent's vast, unexplored nature makes it the perfect place for such secrets to remain hidden. Next up at number 6, a hole the size of Ireland appeared out of nowhere. In 2017, satellites monitoring the Antarctic ice sheet detected something completely unexpected. A massive hole, known as a polynya, had suddenly opened up in the middle of the winter ice pack. And when I say massive, I mean it. At its peak, this hole was larger than the entire country of Ireland. What's so strange about it is its location, far from the warmer coastal waters where these openings usually form. And the weirdest part, this isn't the first time it's happened in that exact spot. A similar hole appeared back in the 1970s, then vanished for decades, only to reappear in 2017. Scientists are still debating the exact cause, but it seems to be related to a complex interaction of ocean currents and winds. The fact that it keeps coming back makes it one of Antarctica's most puzzling recurring mysteries. Moving on to number 5. Antarctica holds 70% of Earth's fresh water. This fact is just staggering to comprehend. The sheer volume of ice on Antarctica is almost unimaginable. This single continent contains approximately 90% of all the ice on our planet, and locked within that ice is about 70% of all the fresh water on Earth. Let that sink in. Nearly 3/4 of the world's fresh water is frozen in one place. This is why scientists are so concerned about climate change and the melting of the ice sheets. If all the ice in Antarctica were to melt completely, it would have a catastrophic impact. Global sea levels would rise by more than 60 meters or nearly 200 feet. Cities like London, New York, and Shanghai would be completely submerged. It's a stark reminder of how critical this frozen continent is to the stability of our entire planet. At number 4, things start getting really strange. A particle broke the laws of physics. In 2016, NASA scientists, using a balloon-based experiment over Antarctica, detected something that shouldn't exist. They were looking for high-energy particles called neutrinos coming down from space, but they found one that was doing the exact opposite. It was a high-energy particle that shot upward out of the ground and to their detector. According to our current understanding of physics, this is impossible. Heavy, high-energy particles just don't travel up through the entire Earth. Scientists have checked and rechecked their data, but the anomaly remains. Some physicists have cautiously proposed mind-bending explanations. One of the most talked about theories is that this particle could be evidence of a parallel universe, one where time runs backward. It's a highly speculative idea, but the data is so strange that it has them considering every possibility. Now for number 3, a massive mysterious structure under the ice. This discovery was made thanks to satellite imaging and ground-penetrating radar. Scans of a remote, unexplored area of Antarctica revealed an anomaly buried deep beneath the ice. The shape is eerily regular, appearing as a near-perfect rectangle, almost 300 feet long. It's so geometric that it looks completely unnatural, especially in a landscape carved by chaotic ice flows. What could it be? Geologists have suggested it might be a rare, naturally occurring rock formation, but others are not so sure. The structure's distinct shape has led some to speculate that it could be man-made, or perhaps not man-made at all. Could it be the ruins of an ancient, unknown civilization that existed when Antarctica was warm? It's a tantalizing mystery buried under thousands of feet of ice. We're at number 2, and the mystery deepens. Antarctica has a desert older than humanity. When you think of Antarctica, you think of ice and snow, but it's also home to the driest place on Earth, the McMurdo Dry Valleys. This region is a vast ice-free polar desert. It's just so cold and so dry that it hasn't seen rain or snow for an estimated 14 million years. That means these valleys have been in their current state since long before modern humans ever walked the Earth. The landscape is alien and barren, with winds that can reach 200 miles per hour. It is so unlike anywhere else on our planet that NASA uses the dry valleys to test equipment and train astronauts for missions to Mars. It's literally the closest you can get to being on another planet without ever leaving this one. And now, for the number 1 most mind-blowing fact about Antarctica. A gigantic gravitational anomaly is buried beneath the ice. In 2006, satellites measuring Earth's gravity field detected something huge and incredibly dense buried under the ice in a region known as Wilkes Land. This gravitational anomaly is located inside a massive 300-mile-wide impact crater. Whatever is down there is so massive, it's actually altering the gravity in the area. It's buried 2,700 feet below the ice, so no one has seen it directly. The most common scientific theory is that it's the remains of a gigantic iron-rich asteroid, far larger than the one that wiped out the dinosaurs which slammed into Earth millions of years ago. But other, more fringe theories suggest it could be something artificial. A colossal underground base, a buried mothership, or something else entirely beyond our comprehension. No one truly knows what this massive object is, making it perhaps the biggest and most profound mystery on the entire continent. Antarctica is so much more than just a frozen wasteland. It's a continent of incredible secrets, hidden worlds, and mysteries that challenge our understanding of science, history, and even reality itself. The world is only just beginning to scratch the surface of what lies beneath the ice. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Was it the particle from a parallel universe or the massive gravity anomaly? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries.